So I think one of the best successes we've had is with a company called Life Technologies. They are probably the top one or two, maybe even three players in the world developing next generation sequencers. They are extremely good about designing science and designing sort of wet chemistry. They sort of overlooked the need for compute and came to us for guidance on how to process this large amount of data. These sequencers, one run in 2 weeks produces 6 terabytes of information. So if you look at a month-long duty cycle, a year from now, you're probably talking about 20 to 30 terabytes a month. You have a lab with 100 machines. You know, you're at 400 to 500 terabytes a year, let's say. Maybe it's a month. I might have done my math wrong. You have to check me on that. But so they came to us and said, well, how can you help us? And our cluster management software is actually shipped, embedded in every instrument that goes out worldwide. And we've actually partnered with them. Their customers come to them and say, well, we don't have this giant cluster to produce all this data. What do we do with it? And have partnered with LifeTech to deliver a service branded as Life Technologies called solidbioscope.com, which launched last week or 2 weeks ago, where their customers can come to, well, they think they're coming to Life Technologies. And they can come and use Pod and the Penguin On Demand service and do it all through Life Technologies. The same people that they get the chemistry from and the instrument from, they can get the on-demand compute from as well. And we help Life Technologies manage and maintain the back end.
What were they doing before? Describe their model before.
We've seen a lot of wacky sort of installations. I think before, the need for this large amount of compute and storage, which is often overlooked, it was completely overlooked by these companies. And the biochemists and the bioinformaticists maybe overlooked the volume of data that was being produced. And so, what were they doing before? I don't think they were really doing anything before because it really wasn't a question in their mind. A lot of times we come to them and say, you're going to produce 6 terabytes of information right now? How are you going to get the data off the instrument? And they go, oh, that's a good question. And I think that we've been able to give them a lot of guidance, and I think the partnership has been very mutually exclusive.